Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
What I think we're going to do is put together some Lego set today. This is a massive few pieces in this box. They're tiny Lego. It's actually a gift. We have a note on the gift in tomorrow's vlog, assuming it's going to get edited as we have been editing the other vlogs all this time. Really, we're working on episode 9, and people are liking it. So thank you for liking the stuff that we do in I would say personal capacity. Even though TLDR, this live broadcast, the LockerGnome Daily Report, is also somewhat personal, we reserve this time every day to talk tech. Yes, that's what we're going to do. In fact, that's what I'm going to tell people who are on my Facebook page right now at facebook.com/Chris Pirillo. I'm also going to go ahead and tweet that out, talk tech. There we go. And I'm also going to tell the people who have circled me on Google Plus that that's kind of what we're doing right now. So this is the time of day where we'll review the articles on LockerGnome, talk about the latest topics and trends in the world of technology, and generally speaking, just kind of enjoy each other's company. Well, actually, I can't enjoy your company because you're out there, and I'm here, and Diana's there. So you can see me, you can enjoy my company. Honey, you took off your sweatshirt. We were twins today. Fine, just no, whatever. No, my feelings are hurt. Don't. You wore that first, and then I put it on.
I know.
Telling you.
Twinkies.
We were Twinkies.
Actually, I was a pecan swirl.
You were a pecan swirl?
And you were a Twinkie.
So I've got white stuff inside? Yeah, he was right. Why did you say I was a Twinkie?
Because
I'm going to go ahead and like this video, the live video that you can like as well, and then share it with those who have circled me on Google+, talking tech this time. There we go. Because that's really what we have right there on the table. Tonight at 5 p.m., I'm going to be doing an interview with Seth David, and that's going to be live online in my armpit. No, it's not in my... I had an itch there. That wasn't... The interview's not in my armpit. That you just can't do that. Can you? It's just a guess. So what have been posted on LockerGnome.com today? How Google can help you start a company. Justifying Android's slow update rollouts. Redo. Who's really to blame? To charge or not to charge. A moral dilemma averted. Robo-Graders. How accurate are they? Can internet relationships be real? 10 items you should always have in your car. And then we have a Nomi's discount, word of mouth crash course coupon code. You can save 33% on that event in Austin, Texas. And the money that you save, that 33%, is worth more than an annual Nomi subscription. So if you're going to go anyway, you can save money. We can help you save money. It's just kind of what we love doing. Backlink of the day goes to mommabekita.wordpress.com, who linked back to our article on geocaching, of all things. If you take a look at the video's description below, it's pretty simple for you to do. Look down there. You see it? All the links down there. This is kind of what I'm referring to. There are all the links. And then at the end, you can see the vlogs that we've uploaded over the past 3 days since the last live stream. We put the Groceries, the vlogger who loved me, and Someone's in the Kitchen with Diana. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Diana. Let's see if the Nomis are here. Gonna go ahead and wake them up. Hey, they were kind of there, but not really. JR89, Ash, Ed, Kyle K, Harrison _JR89, and Joe Steiger. It's kind of a slow day for them, though. So let's go ahead and welcome all those who are watching on YouTube.com. From Saudi Arabia, the Chink TV. Weird name, but okay. Apple Quad Core says, hi, Chris, loving the vlogs. I'm very glad that you are loving them. We are appreciative of all the thumbs ups and questions and the interactions we get. Cream comes out of your bottom. That's why she says you're a Twinkie. More cowbell can also help if you have a case of Mondays. So suggests Imbalance by Design. That's true. We do need more cowbell. I've been meaning to add that. To tell you the truth. Magic Tracks, App Store Chronicle, Chris Smith, Daniel Bushore, Brian M. Tech Guru, the eBay Kid, Team Wardo. See, I told you, they were here. They were just asleep for just a couple of seconds. Because I had some text that I threw in there before the chat really got started. So hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of hell. We will hopefully ease the transition for you, talking technology with y'all. How Google can help you start a company. Okay, let's all pull up the link. Do we have it? Do we all have the link pulled up? Let's go ahead and share the page. It's really easy to do. Let me show you. So I've got here's the link. I pulled it up here. Can you see that? See it okay? There's LockerGnome. There's the website design. How Google can help you start a company by Matt Ryan. You go over here to share this page. You G+1 it. You can Facebook it as well. Tweet. You can even Pinterest it. Not that you would be Pinterested. I don't know how many Pinteresters do we have in our audience. I don't think many. That's okay. So there are many ways Google can help you start a company. And I've been, see here, I guess running a company for a long time, well over a decade. So I'm not exactly a startup anymore. But the moment that I used Google Docs, the very first moment, I was hooked. I started to use Google Docs for everything related to spreadsheets and word processing and presentations because it was centralized. It was in the cloud. And so instead of having to deal with an intranet and managing documents like within our little organization of LockerGnome and all the writers and contributors and everything, we use Google Docs. In fact, one of the Google Docs that we have that we share with, the Gnomies, behind me. So any questions that might come in over the course of the live broadcast, I have them automatically paste it here into a Google Doc that I can see. So it's automatically updated. So I can see one of the questions. Brian Rodriguez via YouTube asked, hey, Chris, Thunderbolt versus USB 3.0. And I think, good competing standards. Hopefully Apple will have both of them, although Apple really wants to see Thunderbolt through. Intel's going to start shipping motherboards with USB 3.0 support built in, so it seems like a foregone conclusion that some users could have both. So the only way I was able to find out that question had come in during the course of me even talking about using Google Docs was because the document was automatically shared. It saves cost. We don't have to manage an intranet. Google does it for us. Not internet, like the internet that we use to stream stuff. You're streaming right now. The intranet, just for Teams. And Google has an affordable suite of services, including Google Docs. Google Hangouts could be used to have meetings. Instead of driving across town to have a meeting, why not make it a Google Hangout? But you could use Skype. Oh yeah, but then you have to pay extra money to get like multiple people video support. It's built into Hangouts, and you can have up to 9 other people with you. Come on. It's like so affordable, and it's easy, and Google just gives it to you. Google Docs, Google Hangouts. Okay, you want voicemail? Fine, Google Voice. What about, let's say, something that would allow you to keep track of everything and anything in the company? You could sign up for Google Apps and get Google Vault if you want. So something that could help you if you have a team that you have with your business, assuming it's not just you. If it's just you, using some of these tools wouldn't be as I would say, cost-effective or affordable because, you've got your own workflow. But the moment you start to work with another person, you got to start to look for solutions. Google Calendar, another one of those things that would be useful to share between people and teams. Google Drive, come on, guys. Google's done an amazing job for businesses. And we're not even using these products, but we coordinate stuff all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
I have given you Google Calendar access, though. She knows everything about my schedule now because I got in trouble one day when I said, I got to go to lunch. She said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to lunch. It was on my calendar. And she's like, I don't have access to your calendar. I'm like, oops. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. So Google is, I would say, your best friend when it comes to business services. You don't have to buy anything. If you don't want to, you don't have to buy anything. You could use the services that they allow you for free. I mean, I didn't even mention Google Drive, which I guess is kind of a part of Google Docs now. But it's just so affordable. I would say it's insanely affordable for people to use. And I think that, you get in your head, oh, Google's only for this, but it's not. And when it comes to businesses and having a business, I'm always looking to save money, not cut corners, to save money. And the reason why is because, businesses thrive on profit. You got to be able to pay the bills. Google can help you save money if you have a business. And it's not that you have to have a business to use these tools. It's just there's a business case to be made for using Google to do those businesses. Sulb says the vlogs are amazing. Thank you. I wonder, should we be doing TLDR anymore to talk about technology? I think people only want to talk about the vlogs now. It's okay. It's okay. We're doing our best to stay on topic of general geekiness with technology. Watching all the way from Northern Ireland says Dicky. I wonder how are the comments appear behind. I'm not exactly sure, Shiro Toaster. I love your vlog. Keep up the good work, says the man of the future 101. So there we go. Another a vote for the vlogs. So what do you guys think? Should we talk about the vlogs or should we talk about technology? It's up to you guys. You guys define vlogs or tech. Cake or death? Cake or death? Cake or death? Cake. Pirillo vlog and TLDR for the win. Is that what you keyed in there, honey?
It's a tie.
It's a tie. I didn't realize we were voting. That's okay. Apparently we were voting. I see that Pandora upgrade one you paid. Did you see that, Chris? I don't even know what he was asking. Both, but more vlogs. I love tech stuff and vlogging. Okay, both. I think the Google Glass project will take over the internet, says Dr. Zarloff. I don't. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but I don't think everyone's going to rush out and buy them. I really don't. I mean, it'd be nice to have. I've talked about wanting to have those types of technologies built into my glasses. But we'll see just how usable those products actually are. We're talking about Google Glass, the project. You can Google it or Bing it if you want. And it's essentially got like a heads-up display inside a virtual glasses. So you can see what's going on. You can take photos with the glasses. You can network. You can map things. You can do a lot of the tasks that you normally do on a smartphone, except in a heads-up display in like some kind of headgear. Not like headgear, like, attached to your mouth or anything kind of headgear. Am I boring you, honey?
No one's gonna have coffee.
Oh, Diana has this weird thing where she has coffee, like she falls asleep. And it's not even decaf. It's like caffeinated coffee, and she still falls asleep. All right, you want to talk about something exciting? Let's talk about Android. So, guess what I got today? I got Motorola Atrix 2, and here it is inside. I just don't care. I don't care. Why? Oh, I like the device and everything, but ice cream sandwich is not available for it yet. So why would I care? I don't care. It's not the latest operating system. Why would I buy something or even recommend that someone buy something that's not even running an operating system that was out 6 months ago? Android fragmentation. It's real. Oh, it's real. I don't care if you like Android. Maybe you hate Android. I don't care. Bottom line is, this is a relatively new phone running a relatively old operating system. Why would I? Why? Whose fault is it? Is it Google's? Is it AT&T's? Is it Motorola's? Or I guess now Google's again, so I guess that would be more Google's fault than AT&T's. But whose fault is it that it's not running Ice Cream Sandwich? The latest. By the time Ice Cream Sandwich is available, the next version will be, what is it, Jelly Bean? Which is just a minor revision of Ice Cream Sandwich. I'd be lucky to get Jelly Bean. I'm upset. I'm upset for all you Android users who have to suffer through that. I mean, God, I can't imagine. It would piss me off. Quite, it would upset me greatly if I could not get the latest operating system. So, we've got another perspective posted to LockerGnome.com. Take a look at the link in the description, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, in our Android column, justifying Android's slow update rollouts. Redo, who's really to blame? Now, to me, and I said this before, I blame Google. Google made Android. They could have decided, much like Microsoft did, to hold the manufacturers and carriers to a certain standard, just like Apple. But no, they didn't, because it's open. Although, didn't I catch word that I think one of the new Nexus updates is not open? I think I caught some word on that. I'd have to dig around for the precise details. Bottom line is, Google isn't as open as they say they are. I mean, it's a great way to get people in on some kind of marketing hook. But generally speaking, If you were to say, would you like this toaster, which is open source, or this toaster, which is closed source? I wouldn't care. The average consumer's not going to care. They just won't at all. So I don't care who you blame. I'd blame them all. Blame Google, blame the carriers, blame the manufacturers of the devices themselves. You can blame them all. Point is, do you really want to get caught up in that ecosystem? Terrence64 says, otherwise it is really painful to know they released updates for Android, but you may or may not ever get them. See, dude, that's frustrating. To me, why would you buy frustration? Why? It's pretty ridiculous how those rollouts happen. Chris Smith, this is exactly what I've been saying. And I would want to see them rolled out. I want to play with this phone. I do. What's the point? Gingerbread? God, I didn't like gingerbread when it was new. Google likes starting with the open source, but once their brand is put on the product, different story. Hey, I'm not the one who's saying open's the big deal. You remember, and I even posted a top 10 reasons you would want an Android phone over an iPhone. I think it's more than just Google to blame, says one radical dude on YouTube. The carriers don't do a great job, and the manufacturers customize UIs. I hate customized UIs, because normally they suck, all those modifications. Dark1778 says it's no different it's no different than when features are lost when upgrading for iOS devices. Some functions on iOS 5 that are available on 4S or not available on the 3GS or iPhone 4. Same goes with Android. Okay, you may be talking about differences between hardware and software. It's still the same OS in terms of, rolling out iOS 5 or 4 or 3. It's the same OS. You get the same OS even if you have different hardware. And I like that. Hard to develop for them, notes Robert Wildman. Exactly, because you don't know which device you're developing for. Are you developing for this hardware, on this operating system, from that manufacturer, this carrier? Android's a great platform, or has the potential of being a great platform. But that's in theory. In implementation, it's been an absolute catastrophe. And I'm not the only one to say this. Don't get mad at me. I'm not doing. I got no responsibility. I've got no horse in this race, okay? I have to buy my phones, all right? Nathan Silver Thistle says, do you think Chromebooks will be the future of computers and hard drives will be replaced with the cloud? Well, you're kind of leaning towards what I was suggesting last week, if you guys were watching TLDR then, saying that when Google releases a tablet, they'd be wiser to release that tablet on Chrome OS versus Android. And I really do believe that. Frugal Geek says, I've never had an issue developing Android apps. Cool. Great. For which forms? Which OSs? How complex is that application, that game? Could it run on anything? Is it optimized for all those screens or just one screen or another? You can't write an app that is optimized for a screen this big and then just stretch it to be like 3 times as big. It doesn't usually look that nice. It doesn't scale up always. Well, I have to say, I love my Droid. Then again, that's just me, says Akasha Hart. I think Akasha, did I get the name right? He or she, sorry, I don't know, is the one who sent me this little Lego set. Thank you. And he loves his droid, or her droid. Because we get males and females watching. Do you realize after starting the vlogs, our female audience has grown? It's a pretty big deal, I'd say. Chris, I agree 100% with what you're saying, says Family 8626. See, I'm not nuts. What will the K name of the version after Jelly Bean be? No idea. I got version 2.2 on your Android phone? Wow, that sucks. Same problem you're describing with Android fragmentation is why I believe Linux for the desktop has had trouble going mainstream. Yeah, said the same thing about that, and people get upset at me, though, for saying things like this. Because I think they want to believe in something else. And then when I lay down the reality and say, hey, here's the way it is, they get upset at me. They shoot the messenger. Lance Seidman says, I hate developing for Android. Java is horrible. Also, Chris, Oracle, and Google are in a patent war due to licenses that Google didn't want to obtain. Oh, great. You being nuts is still up in the air, though. Yes, I agree. Thank you. Are my nuts in the air? That's not what they said. Yeah, take a look at what Eddie believes, who he believes is to blame for these slow update rollouts. Bottom line, you will not see me touching this Android device, this brand new Android device, until I can get ice cream sandwich on it. So, how long should we take bets, wagers? when Ice Cream Sandwich. I'm probably gonna forget about it by the time Ice Cream Sandwich is updated. I really don't. Out of sight, out of mind. It's going to the closet.
You already tried ice cream sandwich in the vlog.
I tried ice cream. Oh, I did try. Thank you, Diana. You reminded me. I did try ice cream sandwich for the first time. When was the vlog? The other day, Friday.
Yes.
I tried ice cream. Did you guys see that vlog where I tried ice cream sandwich? It's in the playlist, vlog.perillo.com. To charge or not to charge, a moral dilemma averted. This week, Sherman notes that he barely escaped being forced to make one of those moral decisions that leave you feeling bad no matter which way you go. It started with a call from a couple of elderly clients who have used his services several times over a period of years. Not power users by any means. Their computer is primarily an email facility, an occasional vehicle for surfing the internet. Can you help me? Our computer went dark and will not do anything, so we bought a new laptop. Well, actually, my nephew ordered it for us from a company. We tried to set it up, but it wants the internet for the setup, and we cannot seem to access the internet from the new computer. Also, the box has no lights. Which box? Do you mean the modem? No, the one the phone company put in so that I can get to the internet. It used to have lights, but now it doesn't. The printer's acting funny, too. It has a blue light where it never did before. Wow. These are questions that, average computer repair people might field on any given day. So when you upgrade hardware, it's going to have a different set of features. The internet is not just there. As soon as you turn on a computer, you have to make a few other connections. You can't just replace one piece of hardware with another and expect that it's going to work in the same setup. Many people don't understand that, honestly. And it's kind of hard to get them over that hump. I mean, imagine if you pick up a smartphone and couldn't get online with it. You'd think it was broken, right? Because you could just assume you can get online through some kind of data connection these days. And when the data connection doesn't exist, it's an overpriced brick. What are you going to do with this thing? You can't get online. What do you do with your smartphone when you can't get online, hun?
I don't use it.
She doesn't use it. There you go. An average user with an above average intelligence.
I scroll at pictures sometimes.
She scrolls at pictures. And it doesn't satisfy you the same way, does it? No, you get bored. You want to throw it, don't you? It's okay, but don't throw it. That's bad. You don't ever want to throw electronic devices. But speaking of, the charge or not to charge, what happens when you're working with a client and it's obvious that you had to spend way more time on a problem that they needed help with, but it didn't take you, much to do. It just took a lot of time. Do you charge them for every bit of your time, or do you just charge them a little bit? And for those of you who wouldn't charge for your time, I don't know what kind of job you guys do, but I know a lot of people out there like charging for their time as consultants because you have to make money somehow. So how do you charge for your time when it comes to consulting, when it comes to helping? And many of you might not charge for your time. Like right now, I'm not charging for my time. This is all free for everybody. I call 611 and whine at them. I don't know what 611 is. Is that it? It must be a phone number of some kind, but I just don't know what it is. It's very odd. Family8626 says no, he does not charge for his time. Interesting, though. I'm surprised at how many people don't charge for their time, even when their time is worth something. And I would hope that your time is worth something, because if it isn't, you need to spend some time making your time worth something. That's the number one do. It depends what you want, right? What if in that hour I told you how to make $1,000? So you spent $200 to $300 to make $1,000. That's like a $700 gain. I would say that'd be worth the money, right? That's a gamble, right? You go to a slot machine, you put money in, you hope to get the jackpot. Well, it's kind of like the jackpot, depending on what you want. So if you are not yet in the area above $15 an hour, might want to keep working on that. Just a suggestion for you. But speaking of charging, now this is what I did want to refer to before I closed out the note on that particular article. Hulu is apparently charging or making sure that you have, in order to use the HBO app, you have to connect to your Xfinity account or whatever account that you might have to prove that you are paying for it in some way. You can't just get this content for free. So they're pulling back on a lot of that free content. I think it's just a matter of time before the free content you guys have come to know and love is just going to be gone. Don't worry. Our content is free, or at least this video, the live video, is free. Our vlogs are free. I've got content I've charged for, but not I would say 90% of what I do is not charged for. Nomies Facebook.com. That's a premium subscription. And these are my nomies here, or some of them at least, that could be around here live on Monday afternoon. I used to make $120 an hour for tech support in 2008. It's 2012, and now I have to charge $35 and up since Lance Seidman. It's a pretty competitive landscape there. I get paid $1,000 a year for YouTube. Says Family 8626. Way above that, says Inbalanced by Design. Oh, she must have gotten way more than just $1,000 worth of advice from me. Or maybe she charges more than that. She's a designer, hun. Maybe she could look at your home office and get an idea of, like, maybe do, like, a whole koi pond in the middle of it or something. We got to find a desk. That's the next challenge. We have to find a white desk. I thought a nice white computer desk for Diana. She didn't like it.
No, I do like it.
Oh.
I wonder if I could find like a little attachment, just a flat.
Oh, you mean like a return?
Yeah.
She's looking for, you just want a return and the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got to find some white furniture. There's your challenge, everybody. Help Diana find an awesome computer desk. We may have found a sponsor for your iMac. And a chair?
What would go with the white desk?
Anything can go with a white desk. I mean, usually they have black office chairs. Very rarely do you see brown. Brown might go with white because it's kind of green walls in there. Just saying, we're throwing the stuff around. I get $150 an hour for being a copier tech, says Dav Merles. Cool. Dr. Zarkloff says AdSense pays me well for my HVAC videos. Go to IKEA, says 2 guys and a robot. See? I don't mind IKEA. I'm the only one. I like having shelves named Stan and Vlaboten, you know, and you just get lost in IKEA. That'd be a great vlog to go to IKEA, though. We could vlog IKEA and have Swedish meatballs and fish.
Yeah,
even though the fish aren't from, yeah, they're not that great. I'd be happy to help Diana with her office. See, Inbalanced by Design. Told you. We just have to find the desk Inbalanced by Design. Come on, Jamie. We need help. And hopefully something that's not going to break the budget. I need help with that.
I know, I was going to say, you do realize designers
Yes.
get to choose what they want.
Yeah, they get to choose what they want. And maybe we shouldn't go with a designer, hun.
Yeah, they know.
They think, yeah, but what if they, what if it's like $1 million desk? No, this is the desk. Get this desk. It is the best desk. You get it. No, I don't want it. I don't want the desk. It's too much. No, it's not too much. You pay for the desk. Pay now. I don't know why we suddenly hired an angry designer there, but I think we found a sponsor for Diana's iMac. Got to work out a couple of details, and that's just the beginning of it. And then but I think we're going to wait for the new iMac revisions before we get you one for the video editing. And then it's just going to open up a whole new world of, like, everything's going to be fast and easy and home office-y and stuff like that. You're going to keep the home office clean, right? To be able to vlog it, because you got to have it clean in order to vlog it, right? You don't want to have a...
Do I keep anything dirty?
No.
Anything that
I'm not saying you keep things dirty now.
You'll go in there and fix everything anyway.
No, I won't. I'll try not to. I'll try not to.
I'll rearrange my files.
I won't rearrange your... Actually, I probably would, because, you know, your files, got to keep it in order.
Alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order, of course. Like you just put the things up there willy-nilly. I'm glad she has a good sense of humor about it now, because I may have to refer to this video when she gets pissed again. What'd you tell me last night? Right before we went to bed, I did, you know, put the vlog thing together, and you said, I'm the best husband ever. What'd you say?
Best husband of the year.
Best husband of the year. Hello. You
Award.
said I got an award last night from my wife because I was good as a husband. Just saying.
That's true.
You remember that? Remember when you said that about me? How quickly we forget.
See, I remind me, and I'm like, oh,
I have to
yeah.
remind you.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like I'm rubbing your face in it or anything. I'm the best husband. Eat it! Eat it! It's like I don't know you anymore. Who are you? You are crazy, man. Who are you? It's like I don't know you anymore. You used to come here, we'd be happy. Now, peh! Where the hell are these voices coming from?
I don't know.
For those of you who love the randomness of vlogs, well, you might also love the randomness of these LockerGnome Daily Report episodes. So, not too many questions there from the community. Let's go ahead and talk about Robo-Graders. Robo-Graders, how accurate are they? So, I remember growing up, taking tests, real tests. Like, they give you a sheet of paper, you'd write down the answers. There were no multiple choice. Multiple choices were a dream come true. Multiple choice. You knew the answer was there. Unless they threw in all the above, none of the above. I hated those. When they put in all the above, I'm like, crap. Then you really got to know what you're doing with multiple choice. No, or A and B, B and C, C and B, but only if A equals MC squared. No, that's how I took tests. We wrote down answers, and that's how we passed class or didn't pass class. And then as years went on, when I was in high school, then they started handing out sheets that they would look something like this, and you'd have to have a number 2 pencil. Couldn't use a number 1 or number 3. It had to be number 2. You had to fill in the blanks. Some people just made patterns, and they'd always get better grades than me. The people that screw around, just I tried to figure out what exactly was going on, and didn't work very well. So what about taking the idea of filling in the blank and little circles on a sheet of paper, and doing that for the written word or essays? So there's software out there that will do this. It will grade answers based on what was input within the software. So just a note here, there's some limitations certainly of the software, including it can be compromised with erroneous information and still give a passing grade. Short sentences are downgraded even though the sentences may be grammatically correct and purposeful for the essay. The software was ineffective when analyzing poetry, and the software appears to be automatically assigning higher grades to longer essays, which would be great because then all you gotta do is BS and just keep writing really well, and the software may give you a better grade. But this may be the future of those types of tests. We used to call them blue books in college. I've got a few of them, I think, stored in my archives. I wish I had the best blue book essay I ever did. It was total BS, and I got an A-. I was supposed to, name the symbols in some poem that no one in class read, and I worked my way through it, and the test came back, and she gave me an A-. She said, either you read the story, or you're a really good writer. Yeah, well, I didn't read the story. The rest, as they say, is history. So, what do you think about this? Robots grading essays. I mean, I think we can deal with it with multiple choice answers, but what about essays? Would you want to see your grade as handed to you by a robot? It's a little strange to me. BSing on essays is BS. Yeah, I agree, but hey, that's just the way I roll. Everyone's handwriting is different. It's like a unique fingerprint, so it might not be successful. No, it's usually pretty good when it comes to that stuff. Haven't used a number 2 pencil yet and passed all the tests? Oh, you bastard. I always tried to sneak into like a number 4, and it was twice as good as number 2. I figured, I only had to answer half as much. I was applying my math skills. See, there. That's what I was attempting to do. Ironic, I have to take a couple of those on Wednesdays. Yamazaru, I'm so sorry for anybody out there who still has to take tests. I do feel bad for you. Diana only hands out what is it, once every 6 months? I got to fill out a performance report. Like, how did I do as a husband? I put away the dishes 2 times, 4 times, and then I hand it to her, and she looks at it and does a performance evaluation. It's kind of stressful. Gotta tell you, I wish we didn't have to do that, hon. Do we really have to still do that? It's mandatory. You're strict. I don't think you know this. How strict you are. Most wives don't do that. Google it.
They don't?
No, they don't give your husbands tests. They'd fail them anyway. Aren't we supposed to do that question and answer thing? What is it? Tag team? What is it called? Couples therapy? What is it? Couples tag. Couples therapy, I know. She critiques you, lol. I have finals this year, saddening. Indeed, Strikers 350. That is kind of saddening. Thank you, by the way, for the likes on this video. Thank you. We have 91 likes with 199 of you. Ooh, Skylar Johnson's going to get some juice there. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. 199 watching now. 91 likes. Oh, 102 likes. And Skylar Johnson, look at that. And just 2 of you guys plus 1. Really? Just 2 others? Come on, let's see what we can do. Here, I bet you I can get it to 110. Watch. Takes a while for the air to get there, and then... Okay, apparently you guys move very slow. My breath was so stinky it made people tune out. It's stuck on an ad? You threw in an ad? An ad.
I don't know if it worked.
I think it worked. You know how I know it worked? Because Cameron D. Ryan 1 says, an ad? And here's the funny thing. The people that are watching this after it's gone live are not going to see an ad. Yeah. I think we lose people when you do that. She did it. Diana did it. Get mad at her. Oh, my breath must have worked because we got 133 likes. An ad. Everyone's upset at the ad now. I didn't do it, dude. Hey, messenger. Message. She did it. The wife did it. She even apologized. Wait. There's the line. Hang on. Is the line there? Where's the line? What happened to the line? Bring the line back. What were you doing with the line? Come on, bring it back. Is it back? It's like a Twizzler. Did I get it? Did I get the Twizzler?
It was in your nose.
It was in my nose? Oh. Twizzlers in your nose. Oh, yay. Okay, so moving on. Past Robo-Graders. Did you guys take a look at the article? I assume you guys took a look at the article. In fact, let me just... I do this anyway. I gotta make sure you guys see this out beyond. Let me show you how it's done. Can you see the screen? I'm gonna go over here, Google +1 it. I'm gonna go over here, Google +1 that one, and then I go back and I'm gonna Facebook them. Facebook them, book them, face them, book them. Let's go back to there. And can internet relationships be real? Google +1, right there. See, did you guys do that too? Did they do that, honey? Make sure they're doing it. I'm not sure if they're doing it. If not, get mad. If they don't do it, give them an ad.
Okay, yay. Zach VA doesn't blame me.
Oh, they don't blame you? All right. You know, as we mentioned in the vlog the other day, and we mentioned it before then, we are very lucky to have services like YouTube and Facebook. If it weren't for both of them, I don't think Diana and I would have met. You know, she'd watch me on YouTube. How many videos? I'm curious. How many videos did you watch of me before you decided that is like, wow, you know, this guy's a pretty cool cat? One. That's all it took. One.
But only because I watched other people.
So other people sucked.
And then that one, I was laughing out loud.
She laughed at me. Okay. So the secret of landing a woman like Diana is, you know, you got to know semaphore. You know, to land a woman, you know. Get it? Because internet relationships can be real. We met online. Didn't really talk all that long, though. In fact, we hardly ever communicated online at all. Most of it was like webcamming in the beginning.
You rejected me.
I rejected her originally, and she fell hard. And she went on a date, and it sucked. Because she was thinking about me the whole time. Because I sent her a video like that morning going... And so kind of set the stage for whatever the hell that was. The idea, though, that you could use the internet to meet other people, I think is an idea that is gaining a tremendous amount of traction. I think, as Maximilian had written in this blog post on LockerGnome, can internet relationships be real? They absolutely can, if that person is portraying themselves as real. Now, if Diana, let's say she was pretending she was somebody else, someone that she wasn't, the relationship would have been based on a lie, that internet relationship. But if she was portraying herself as herself, I mean, that relationship would be real. I mean, I've never had any issues in portraying myself as myself. I've never had that problem in email or video or whatever. I'm pretty much the same person wherever I go. The thought process, though, behind, can these internet relationships be real is, I think largely founded in knowing that a lot of people meet on Facebook. Forget the dating sites. Forget them. Facebook has been making a hell of a lot of connections for people. And it was Diana's mistake that ended up putting us together because she had friended me in a personal way before I had locked down all the friendships. And she thought she was adding me on the fan page, which she also did, but I had no idea who the hell she was. So that's kind of how it happened. And I think a lot of people, will meet through mutual friends on Facebook. And as long as they're real, haven't set up a fake profile, I think that could be the formula for success in relationships. Forget the dating websites. Forget them. Go Facebook. I know I've connected people, in different places across our various communities. But Facebook, I think, is just going to be able to drive a lot more relationships home. More than any other network. Not Twitter, for sure. And BB Blood Brother CCCX says Google Plus now. Not so much. If we would never have met on Google Plus.
Yeah.
Never. It was just Facebook and nothing else.
Probably even not Facebook because I was new to it.
I
didn't know the difference.
She was new to Facebook, so she didn't know the difference between my fan page and personal page.
But if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have never added you.
Did you hear, honey? Come closer, because I want to make sure they hear that in the microphone. Just want to show you how you gotta every moment. All right, go ahead. Say it again.
I said I was new to Facebook, so I added both his public and private page. But if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have never added him on his personal.
Yeah, that's kind of scary if you think about it. Your whole life could be changed by that. Here, come over and do it again. That's it. Now, go over here. Now, what do you remember the first time you did anything? The first communication. Do you remember anything about the first communication?
Yeah, you messaged me and said, Diana, do I know you? And I turned red, and I was like, OMG. I was like totally like OMG. I can't do it. And I thought he was so cute. And then I didn't know what to talk about. I can't. That's it.
Oh, you're really gonna cut me off now? I thought it was.
I should not look.
You shouldn't. Yeah, that's what I told you. Don't look. That's why I put your face. I said put your face behind the screen so you can't see. 10 items you should always have in your car. Everybody, take a look. Now, do it. Google Plus one it. Facebook it. Tweet it. Pin it. Come on, do it. Okay, they're doing it. Or Diana, get ready to serve up another ad if they don't do it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Just hang on. Give them a second. Let's make sure they did it. I'm watching you. Don't even think I'm not.
They love ads, though.
They do?
That would be like a reward.
Okay, fine. 10 items you should always have in your car. Let's see how well I did on this little checklist here. Posted on LockerGnome.com. Duh. Linked in the video's description. Jumper cables. Do not have those. That's a fail. Flashlight. I do have one of those. It's one of those hand crank ones, to make sure I always have battery. Maps. No, that's a fail. I do not have maps. Fire extinguisher. No, don't have one of those. First aid kit. Kinda. Not an amazing first aid kit. I think it's like Band-Aid and something else. But it's not that gauze, maybe a little gauze. Nothing that's going to, keep me from bleeding out from a bear attack or anything. A tire gauge. I used to have one of those. I haven't had those so much anymore, but, I lease a car. So it's very rare that I need to worry about maintenance along those lines, that it's not getting its regular checkup. Extra clothes. That's something that's important. I used to carry those. Not so much anymore. Extra clothes and blankets, especially if you live in an area that can get hit with bad weather. Toolkit. I don't have one of those. I have a lot of things in my... What do I have in my trunk? I have a lot of stuff in my trunk, like batteries and... A monopod for the camera, just in case. Pencil and paper to write stuff down.
A blanket?
Do I have a blanket in there now? I don't think I do anymore. I have a whole thing back there, though. What's in there? Gloves. I have extra gloves, some earmuffs, I think. I do not have a gun.
A radio that whines.
Do a vlog of your trunk.
Which trunk?
No, the trunk, the car.
You have a little radio.
I do have a little radio. Maybe we should do the vlog of that. Now we can. So you're watching TLDR here, the LockerGnome Daily Report, tying it into the article on LockerGnome. We'll do a vlog today. We'll vlog the trunk. That's a great idea. There, JR89. Thank you. Junk in the trunk. No, that's my badonkadonk. Is that how you're supposed to shake it, Ann?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's how it's done. Any questions from the community before we close her out for the day? Move along with our lives. Sweet Net, what are you giggling at?
I like how you look into it first.
Well, I want to make sure I've got something to sip. Like, it's espresso mist. Mist de espresso. Do a vlog if Diana by the pool in a bathing suit. Perv.
We don't have
Dude. I don't know if anybody told you this. She's my wife. And it's for reasons like that I'll tell you, if you're trying to land one of your own, probably not the way you're going to do it. Or the person that would land there, you don't want. What's your favorite thing about Diana? Asks the B Davis 2195. That is, she is so tolerant. Really. You move past arguments pretty quickly. Of course, I have to apologize profusely to get to that point, but no, I don't. Not really. Like I'll come back 10 minutes later where I'm like, oh, I'm being a little and it's fine. It's cool. Just kidding, Jude. Don't frickin' take it serious. Car cam. Put a cam in front of your car. Here we go. Hang on, guys. Are you guys talking? Can you see that, honey? Wait, you can't really see that. That's over here. That. Can you see that there? There we go. Here. What if I reverse it? Is that easier? Can you see him now? Is it Christy still post on? I'm trying to. Can they see? Baby? Is there bird poop on your hood? No. Is it? You can't see it really? I was trying to make it so that you can see the YouTube commenters. The YouTubies, as well as the Gnomies. But I don't think that. Here, what about that?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Does that work? Okay.
Perfect.
Well, I wanted them to be the star of the show.
Perfect.
Okay, guys. You guys can close her out. Decide what you're gonna do. Comment there on YouTube live in real time. Of course, not freezes.
Nobody.
No, the problem is that YouTube sometimes gets stuck. See, I get a lot of the tech questions during TLDR, which is good. Now, look, both chats are locked up. The hell? I turn it over to y'all, and you just don't use it.
Maybe they're all using it at once.
There we go. Hi, everyone. Could you use the law? What was the point of me turning it over? Nothing. They just. Hi, everyone. 1 second ago. There we go. See, I think I have to swipe back. I think I have to swipe the.
Bring back Bentar. Where did Bentar go?
I don't know. See, I think I have to brush this. This is kind of sucky. Why doesn't it just update automatically? Like YouTube just doesn't update automatically. Bentar is still there. He's still around.
But he never misses the game.
I think the issue was that we had some kind of there was like an exit message that was a little weird. We have like community guidelines in Gnomies. It may have been an accident though. All right, there you go. You guys close out the video. I gotta play some millipede. Are they chatting? Are you hearing the chatting?
They hear the arcade.
Well, they didn't have any questions to close out the video, so yeah. Alright, fine. I'll let it play out and close out. Didn't mean to be rude. At least I don't... That wasn't rude, was it? It was.
We're mad.
Ooh, dude, this is pretty cool. If you reverse me, look at this. This is wild. Look at this. You can reverse me. I can be black.
With white hair.
With very white hair. Look at that. But look at that. As I hold up, there's me normally. Look, that's wild. That is wild. Look at that. And I just keep reversing myself. Mirror and mirror. Picture and picture and picture and picture. I totally ruined that millipede game. I thought I'd turn it over for people. I thought it'd be kind of fun to turn it over to them. What? You did? Just now? I don't think anybody who's seen this after it's been live is even watching it. I'd be shocked. Word of the day. Do you have a word that people could use in a comment if they see this?
Let's go with...
Fingers. I don't know. You're doing this. I don't know. Fingers? Fingers. Do you have a know me of the day?
No me of the day is... PJ Hannah.
PJ Hannah. Okay, yay. Do you have a YouTuber of the day? A YouTube viewer of the day?
Yeah.
Who?
Dude.
Who's the YouTube viewer of the day?
It is Zach VA.
Zach VA. Yay. I hope that makes you happy. And if it didn't, we tried for this hour. Thank you if you watched this after it was streamed live. And this is about as good as our technology coverage is going to get for the I guess, foreseeable future. Don't know if we're going to be doing too many separate tech videos. I think we're going to wrap it up into a daily live segment at this point in time. That may very well change. And thank you for your support, subscribing to me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Google+, subscribing to the blog, chris.perillo.com, subscribing to the LockerGnome email newsletter at lockergnome.com. Gotta tell you, YouTube has been dropping random subscriptions. So check to make sure you are still subscribed to LockerGnome, okay? Can you do that for me? Go over to, if you don't see it here, if you're not there now, go over to youtube.com/LockerGnome and make sure that you have the button so that it's toggled and that you are already subscribed to LockerGnome on YouTube. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it because it's something that YouTube is apparently doing, dropping subscriptions, and we don't want anybody to drop out. Thank you for your support, and thank you for spending the time with us. I probably won't be popping into TeamSpeak immediately, or at least not for too long, because I do have an interview to do with Seth David this evening in about another hour or so. That will be live. Probably be able to find more information about that on Google+. And if I get a direct link, I may be able to tweet it out or put it on Facebook as well. Almost at 100,000 people on Facebook that have subscribed to me. Look at this. This is where we're at right now. This is see how much we can bring this up. This is I'm gonna try to zoom in just like so. 83,409 people have subscribed to us on Facebook. So thank you. That's pretty cool. I don't know how it's climbing like you would not believe. I didn't think that many people use Facebook, but I guess they do. Cool. If you'd like to join us for the chat, you can see another live video feed of my home office. It's streamed out over the web 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. At live.perillo.com.